If I think of like a well-rounded leader, I think of somebody who has like the willingness and discipline, but also in terms of helping others bear burdens, it's like a servant role. The same way someone older than me might have served me when I was younger, I want to serve them. Like when I think of like Christ, he was the ultimate leader. He served. He washed the disciples' feet. Like that's what a leader does. I'm Logan Vickery. I'm a senior here at Highlands, and I'm head of the House of Patrick. Yeah, it was cross-country practice as a freshman. That's what it was. I was terrified of being in high school. I think what stood out was the older kids. They didn't like leave me out or treat me as less than. They were just kind of, oh hey, it's a new freshman. That's what I remember most. Cross-country is honestly, it's a mental sport. It's about how far you're gonna push yourself before you break. Every time you're gonna get faster, and every time your body says, we wanna do what we did last week, but you've gotta be better than last week. There's a sense of companionship you have with the other runners because you all are pushing yourself so much. And I mean, obviously we practice together, so we're running together. And then you get out there in the course and you run into each other and you push each other. And I think that's part of bearing each other's burdens. That played a part in me choosing to write a speech on that topic. I gave a speech on, obviously, carrying each other's burdens, and I talked about how we have a prime example of this in Christ, right? And I talked about how you're not gonna be able to do it alone. And if you try, it's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help. It's humbling sometimes, but you're gonna have to learn how to be willing to ask for help, because that's how you're gonna succeed at the end of the day. It's come full circle. Like I remember looking up at like the head of house, or like for every house when I was a freshman, being like, wow, that must be a tough job, and now I do that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's scary sometimes, but with the other members of leadership, if you can divvy up the work that you gotta do, it's not a huge burden to bear, you know? And it's a lot of fun too, I think. Because if it's just you, it's not gonna be bearable at the end of the day. It's too much. But with everybody there, you know, you do this, I'll do this kind of deal, it's not bad at all. I remember when I was younger, I didn't care so much for the advance, but as I got older, I started to enjoy it more. Like this past year was my favorite advance. My dad has had this green wheelbarrow for, I think, before I was born, and it just sits in the garage. He doesn't ever use it. Well, one day I might use it, you know? We were talking about we need something to bring to the inductions that's like special. We were chilling and I was like, I have a wheelbarrow. If we put a couple pillows in it, because the kids are so small, we can just put them in it, you know? They were like, what color is the wheelbarrow? I was like, it's green. And so it was perfect. It was a big hit. I think all three of the other houses were jealous, understandably so. And then we brought it back this year. A little scary for some, which was the reaction I expected, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I haven't dropped one yet, so. Haven't dropped one yet. The plan to do extracurriculars in like a leadership type setting and kind of have that impact, I kind of got that more from my dad. He's like, you need to do good in school, but also leave something behind when you leave. Do something else, do something with people that's gonna matter. You're gonna leave something behind. When I say leave something behind, I mean leave something good. Don't leave something bad. Don't be like, oh yeah, that Logan guy, he was a whatever. It could be having a connection with younger students to where you help them in a way that when you leave, they've learned something from you. And maybe, you know, I made a mistake and I taught them from my mistakes so they don't have to make it. That would be leaving something behind. After I graduate HLS, I plan to attend the University of Kentucky. I want to major in mechanical engineering. And after, I really want to go into the automotive industry. You know, cars and stuff, yeah. Here, when you're pushing yourself so hard, when you need those other people to help you, communication and teamwork, that matters more than you just being super smart. So I think learning those skills early, like especially in high school, is better. And I think that's really important.